Welcome, everybody, to Corks and Crypto, episode 13. Thanks for joining us tonight. As usual, we have Mr. Making Poor Decisions in the building. How are you, sir?
What's up? What's up? Doing good. What about yourself?
Hey, I can't complain. We also have Chris Cruz. He may have stepped away, but Chris, if you are there, welcome again. Appreciate your attendance. And, you want to do breaking news, Chris? Because we have a special guest.
I don't think I can put it on your thing.
You can't? Okay. Well, we have a special guest.
I can do that. There you go. Jeremy.
Yep, we've got Jeremy Rush from Johnny Blockchain. Jeremy, thanks for joining us tonight. Or I don't know where you are in the world.
China. I'm right now. I'm in China, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. Hope things are well, and thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to say that I watched for the first time last week. And it was absolutely mind blowing. I loved it. The knowledge of your man to your left about wine was lovely. I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic to watch, and I can't believe more wine lovers are not watching this channel, because that was fantastic. I really enjoyed it, guys. And as I say, it's a real pleasure for me to be here and an honor. And I've got some really juicy stuff for you later. Juicy as in wine, as in crypto.
Nice. So looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. So we'll go ahead and kick things off. So Mr. Making Poor Decisions, what is our wine feature of the evening?
Well, for the first time on your show, we're going to go with a white wine. I know the last couple of months we've been doing red wines, but the weather is changing. It's getting warm outside. So most people would like something real cool, crisp, and refreshing. So today we're going to go with a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand out of the Marlborough region called Grey Rock. Grey Rock is a nice wine to have with seafood and also with goat cheese. On the nose, you're going to get some tropical scents. And on your palate, you're going to get gooseberry and also more sort of tropical fruit flavor tastings on your palate. It's good by itself. And again, if you want to pair it with something, you can pair it with shrimp. You can pair it with goat cheese. You can pair it with veggie dishes. So cheers.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Making Poor Decisions. And I've included a link in the description area if you want to check out Grey Rock Sauvignon Blanc. And I went and got some tonight, and I'm drinking it right now in the wrong glass, by the way. I'm using a red stainless, but that's what I had available.
Oh my goodness, can you do that?
Come on.
I know,
man.
right?
Come on, man.
This is probably booing me right now. But this is pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm not really a fan of white wines. I have an appreciation for reds over whites, but This is really good.
And when some people hear white wine, they think of sweet wine, but a Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Grigio or a Chardonnay, these are dry white wines. Yeah, you'll get some fruit forward, some citrus tasting notes, but they are not sweet. So just keep that in mind.
Good deal. So,
all right. I got a question regarding white wine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a red wine lover. I do drink the occasional white wine, but I always find that when I drink a white wine, if I drink the bottle, which on occasions you do, you open a bottle and you have to, it's be rude to put it back in the cupboard, wouldn't it? So,
right.
So I always get a little bit of a headache with a white wine. I've tried many white wines. I always get that little bit of a headache, the next morning, where with red wine, I could quite easily drink a bottle. And, the next morning when I get up, I don't even know I've drunk it. The eyes are still white. But But I find with the white wine, is there a reason for that, or is that just down to my biologically made, my body's made up? You think?
So two things. So yes, it could be your body makeup, but what I've learned over time was, well, when wine is fermented using yeast, it produces like sulfites, right? And when those sulfites, depending on who you are, sometimes those sulfites can cause those headaches, right? So it can be that, or it can be like just the alcohol volume in the wine that you're drinking. Remember, you say you drink the whole bottle, right? So if you drink that whole bottle and if it's high in alcohol content, that also can cause the headache as well.
I have a question now.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say it's dry, I mean, is it? I mean, it's wet, it's water, it's liquid. But is it like the taste is dry? Is that what?
Right. So you use the term dry. In the wine world, you think of, okay, is it sweet or is it dry?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Some say semi-sweet. So you have some Rieslings, which most Rieslings come out of Germany. Those are not as sweet as Moscatos, right? So Riesling is a semi-sweet. Moscato is real sweet, sort of like in that dessert wine category. But then you have these drier wines. They're not sweet. We just call them dry wines.
Okay.
Or should I say in the industry? Yeah, call it that.
Yeah, my daughter drinks Moscato quite a bit. She's like, "Get with it, Dad." Yeah,
nah. It's like drinking cake. Yeah,
that's what I think. I've tasted it. And I'm like, really. I mean, I can eat cake and have more fun than this.
right.
Yeah. So, I need to get to some of these comments. I have neglected the comments. So let me get to a few. And of course, we're going to start out with Biz Entertainment. And he is saying here, everyone, please at the person when chatting amongst yourselves to not get your host, myself, confused when reading comments, which is real easy to do, especially when I'm drinking wine. So I appreciate it if you at the person when you are communicating with them in the comment section. We've got John, not saying your last name, first, and it says, hello, everyone. We've got Crypto Pride in the building. What's going on, Crypto Pride? Tina Potea, we've got the Bush Burner, OBZ, and it looks like he's on both of our channels. Thanks, OBZ, for your support. King Kaching, and I think King Kaching is still the reigning champion of our game, right? I think he won last week. I stopped keeping score. I need to figure that out, but we're gonna get to it.
Yeah, I was like, man, that last week was tough, but King Kaching is the man. 2 weeks now for me.
Yeah. I think King Kaching is the man 2 weeks in a row. I think Biz was a close second. We got Rich Hudman, Vulcan Maniac, Crazy Diamond. What's up, everyone? Teddy One, how's it going, sir? Triple Moon Goddess, hadn't seen you in a while. How's it going, Triple Moon? Good to see you. RS Disler. Who else do we have? And let's see. Yes, hope everyone's doing well. Triple Moon Goddess, yep, doing well here. Hope the same for you. And let's see who else we've got. Sky High. What's going on, Sky High? And I think I got everybody. Jason Hayes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, man, I'm way behind. Compton's in the house. So
I just love Compton. Don't you just love him?
Oh man, you can't help not to. And we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Fowler.
The GOAT himself.
Yep, the GOAT.
Yep.
And Wise Choice Money. So yeah, thanks y'all for coming out. Thanks for the support.
Miller,
he does not drink. I don't drink, but he's listening.
Hey, Miller, one thing I want to say is when you're drinking red wine, just exclusively red wines, and you get those headaches, then the tannins can also cause those headaches as well. Tannins are what they use to it's like a plant chemical that they use to kind of like impact the flavor of the wine. So those tannins, if it's high in tannins, that can also cause the headache with the red wine. Just FYI.
Good to know. Good to know. So am I going to have a headache drinking this Grey Rock, making a poor decision?
Man, no, not at all.
I have a new project. I have a new work project. I got to be on my game tomorrow morning.
No, you good with that. You good with the Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. All right. I'll hold you to it.
Hey, Mela, I sent you a message, and it's about Teddy One, and they're very short, but it's really, really fun. It's really fun, and it's there's two of them.
Okay, you sent it to my Discord?
Yep.
Okay,
so
let me check that.
I just like, I saw it. He sent it to me the other day, and we had it on there or whatever. But I'm pretty excited. I know we were talking about that breaking news at the beginning. I couldn't bring it up fast enough, but they're cute. If you want to bring them up, you'll see what I'm saying here in a minute.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull this in. And it looks like I got a message from, I don't know if this is the real Miss Worldwide or not. I have to validate that, but looks like I got a message from her as well. So let me see if I can pull that into the stream. Give me a second here. And I had to stop presenting that, and I'm going to share my screen here.
Whoa, what is OBZ talking about?
Teach the boys about tart rates, mate. Oh yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Can you pull that message up on your side?
I can't.
Okay.
But it's the last message there, making poor decisions. Do you see it?
Do you know what that is?
I think you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, making poor decisions. I'm going to unmute you. I don't know how that happened. Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, I was talking on mute. So yeah, I've heard of that before. It's like an acid that's in wines when it's being made, and it affects and it provides that flavor, or it's kind of like the structure of the wine, right? But yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
So how do you pronounce that? Tartrates?
Tartrates.
Tartrates. Okay. So OBZ, what do you know about that? Educate us. Talk to us.
OBZ educates me all the time. So just saying. Oh, what happened, Mela? You there?
He went on. Oh, he dropped. He'll be back.
I hope it, because you brought up those videos. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, I have this new mouse, and it has like 1,000 buttons on it. And yeah, I got to get used to this thing. That was my fault. User error. So let me go back, and I had the screen all ready to share and all that fun stuff. I got to go through this all over again.
I'm sorry. I probably should I probably just should have brought it up, and you could bring it on there, and you wouldn't have to deal with it.
Oh, I got it. So these two videos?
Yeah, there's two of them, and Teddy, it has to do with Teddy One.
All right. So let me see if I can pull up the first one.
There you go. Oh, we don't hear the sound, but you
I can't hear a thing.
Yeah, his so what it is we're doing breaking news, and he's sitting around, and his son, like at the end, he runs up and says, "Breaking news."
Oh, that's cool. So you got Teddy One's son is doing breaking news for Chris Cruz.
Yeah, he's like, that's breaking news on the screen. He runs up there and he's like, breaking news.
Oh man,
both of them. He does.
So how did you pull that deal?
Teddy One says he says every time you do the breaking news, my son runs up and says breaking news.
That's too cool.
So I'm entertaining the young people in the audience.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know who it was. I think someone had a son who's today's his 5th birthday.
Yes, Sonic is his name.
Yeah,
I
Sonic,
actually don't
yeah,
remember who
gamer tag.
posted it, but the young boy's name is Sonic, and he's 5 today.
Yeah. So cool. And we've got Kryptonian is got the Malbec in the house today.
Yeah, Kryptonian. That's my guy right there.
So,
but I am his Bitcoin daddy, so it does, whatever he says. So, just so he knows.
oh, too funny. Yeah, it was Jason Hayes. That was your son, right? That's 5 years old, celebrating a birthday or something like that today.
I think it was Jason, but I mean that's not his real name. That's what he goes by.
Yeah,
Jason's
that's what he goes by.
Jason didn't name his son Sonic.
Yeah, so happy 5 years on the planet to Sonic.
Awesome.
Good deal.
I've got a 6-year-old, and he loves crypto bubbles, and he's made his own favourites of all his coins that he likes, and he watches every day. He watches the price of Hex. He's watching Pulse Chain now. I'm hoping he's going to add Vol to his bag as well. So he's the first 6-year-old that he's got his own Bitcoin. I bought him a Bitcoin, and he's got that in his wallet. And I let him see how that price of the Bitcoin's going up and down. So he's starting out early as a crypto fanatic, and he also he likes when I go shopping. He go and buy wine because he knows I drink wine, and he reads the labels for me and tells me what wine I should buy, and so he's going to be a wine fanatic as well, I believe.
But there you go, making poor decisions. You're going to have another panelist.
That's good. That's good. I welcome it.
So I don't know whether you guys know. Excuse me. Let me just get a drink of water. I haven't got any wine this morning, I'm afraid.
Hold on a second, Jeremy. Before you get into anything, the birthday boy didn't get to hear the video.
Yeah. So can you pull it up on your side, Chris?
Yeah, I got it up now. So if you want to present it and everything, and I'm hoping I got the volume and everything. So here we go.
Love it. That's awesome. So Teddy won. Did we make good? Did we make good this time?
Let's hope so.
I'm hoping so. And we have Sharon. How's it going, sir? Appreciate your support. So Jeremy, so you like red wine? Is there a particular
I'm a Malbec. I like
you're a Malbec guy?
Yeah, I like a Malbec. I like wines, red wines that have got that deep red color.
Yeah.
Yes, you know that deep red. Now, you may not know this about me, but I've actually got a share in a wine business in Italy.
Cool.
I used to live in Italy, and a friend of mine had a wine business, and he wanted to lend some money. And I said, look, I don't want to lend you any, but can I have a little share in your business? And he was good enough to give me that, and I get a little dividend every month. But he sells mainly, he's down in the south, just outside Naples, in a little village called Castel Volturno. And he sells mainly table wine to the Italians, and they come and get these big demijohns, and they fill them up. It's like a big gas pump, you know.
Yeah.
And you got all these big silver vats there, and you fill it up, and the wine's delivered by a tanker. You know, it's like you would deliver gas to a gas station. But this wine that you can get is like €1 a litre, and it's absolutely fantastic. And the thing, it's so cheap. You know, the Italians drink it every day. They drink it like, I suppose, somebody might drink lemonade at lunchtime or a glass of water. They'll even, there's my brother-in-law who's Italian, because that was my original connections. My sister married an Italian years ago. My brother-in-law used to put Coca-Cola with his red wine. And I used to say, my God, that's disgusting, until I tried it, you know. and it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I know with white wines, you can put like fizzy drinks with it. You know, you can either have an orange, a lemonade, or a fizzy water, I think, or a soda, if you call it. But I've never heard of anybody putting Coca-Cola with a wine. And he used to buy this table wine and put Coca-Cola on the top. He used to make his own wine, and he used to say to me, "I'm going to make some champagne today." I said, "Really?" And I watched him make this fizzy wine, and he used to buy the rotten grapes, boxes of rotten grapes, you know, put them in his wooden thing that squashed it all down. Be surrounded in Italy in the garden. It would be surrounded by wasps, you know, all coming in on this liquid pouring out into the bottle, and he would put them into these big bottles, and he would literally put nothing with them. He'd put a net over the top and a rubber band to stop the flies going in, and he'd leave it. I forget how long he'd leave it, but it was a good few months. He would leave it this juice from the rotten grapes. They were all rotting away. And when he finally bottled it up, he would put the corks on and the wires around the top. And when you opened it up, it was Bucks Fizz, you know, it was fizzing away. And I don't know what he put, whether he put yeast or anything else with it, but it was an absolute fantastic drink. It really was, to have at dinner time and a barbecue. It was great with barbecue. So it was, because it was a fizzy red wine. It was made, I forget the name of the grape, because as you know, our man there will tell us it depends on the grape. But these grapes were very pale in colour, so the wine was almost that pinky colour. But it was an absolute flavour. You know, it was an absolute flavour to have with a barbecue. It was perfect. So it went with fish. It went with red meats. You know, it was just a nice, fun drink for the summer. You know, and if you chill it right. And that was my brother-in-law who used to make that wine. So I got a love of wine for a long, long time from a young age, drinking wine. I know it sounds crazy, but from 7 years old would be having a glass of wine when I used to visit my sister in Italy at lunchtime with a bit of. She used to put fizzy water in there, you know, just normal fizzy water. Put the water in it, give me half a glass of wine, top it up with water. And that was what started me on my wine journey, if you like.
Man.
So, well, making poor decisions. Your eyes lit up when Jeremy said that he enjoys a good mailbag.
Yeah, man, that's one of my favorites. But just hearing that story of how other cultures interact and how they consume their wine is fun. I like hearing those stories. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, at lunchtime, if I've gone out, say if I go out with my English friends and we go out for lunch and we have a bottle of wine, we've all got rosy cheeks by the end of the thing. You know, we've had one too many glasses of red wine, but you don't see that in the Italians, because they literally drink it as a drink like you would water. They don't have glass after glass after glass, you know, like you might do when you go out with your friends and toast each other.
Right.
The table wine is literally a liquid on the table, if you like. In fact, I can't think of a better word, but that's what it's for. So they don't get drunk at lunchtime. You know, they'll have one or maybe one glass or 1.5 glasses, but it's just to wash down what they're eating, really.
Right. That's what we need to start doing over here.
Yeah, OBZ says ginger ale with wine when we were kids at the table. Always more ginger than wine when we were little.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you're talking about wine. I've never much I haven't been into wine most of my life, and now that I start thinking about it and everything like that, I spent a lot of time in the south of Italy near Bari, and where I was staying at there, like this road that I had to go down to go to the beach and stuff. It was surrounded by wineries.
I know that road very well.
Yeah, and I walked it all the time. I was a lot younger back then, and then, you know, I'm not going to date myself, but a lot younger, as Kryptonian would say, way younger. And I just thought, I was like, oh, they're grapes, whatever, you know. And I probably missed out on a whole lot of culture with wide and stuff like that, and didn't realize what I was seeing.
Yeah, that road's it's called the Domiziano. It runs along the coast from Naples out to Bari. Yeah, I know it very well. I've spent many a times down there. I used to have a bike, and I first off had a Harley, and then I went over to a Goldwing. Because the Goldwing had air conditioning on it. I know that sounds crazy, but the Goldwing used to blow out cold air when you're sitting in the traffic. And if you're sitting on a Harley when it's 30 odd degrees, the heat from the bike is just too much. But with a Goldwing, it blows cold air on you. You know, it's got an air conditioning unit down at lower levels. It used to blow cold air up. So I've done that trip along that Domiziano road there from Naples into Bari, because there was a lot of American bases down that southern part of Italy, from Naples down to, there was one in a place called Pinatmari. There was a big American base there. I used to go there and go to the movies there. But it's a lovely part of the world down towards the Amalfi Coast and all that. You know, it's a beautiful part of the world for wine drinking.
I spent a lot of time down there. It was quite an experience. And
so did you pick up any Italian while you was in that neck of the woods?
I picked up zero because of one very important reason. Because most of the buddies I had were drinking buddies, and they all spoke English, and they didn't even try. We would drink, and they would try to teach me Italian, and I would be like, I'd get it so messed up, the whole bar would be laughing, and I'd be like, "This is awesome." They're laughing at you, dude.
Well, I opened the first fish and chip shop in southern Italy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went to, because my sister, as I say, she's lived in Italy since she was 17. She's in her 70s now. So I went as a young age, fell in love with Italy, and I went out there. I sold everything up in the UK. I'm going back a good few years now. I was going to buy a beach, and the first thing I did, I opened up a fish and chip shop, you know. And the Italians love fish and chips, you know. They do love fish and chips.
You know, honestly, I'm not going to take anything away from you, Jeremy, but the Italians love everything.
Yes,
they're the nicest, kindest, wonderful people, and they love everything. You could go in there and be anything you say, they just love. They're just great people, especially in the southern part. I didn't spend much time north, but
the southern part. It's all about food and wine. It's all about that. You know, it's the birthplace of the pizza.
Yeah.
I used to, because my bar, my fish and chip bar, used to open up at 8 o'clock in the evening. It could go through to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, because the Italians come out at different times to what maybe, I don't know what about the States, but certainly in Europe, you know, we're sort of out the door at 7 o'clock in the evening, and then we're coming back home at 11, you know, on a weekday, where the Italians will go out at about 10 o'clock. Because they've had their siesta in the afternoon, they've slept, you see. So the shops start to open up again at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They start to get back out. And I used to go to nightclubs, used to do the fish and chips. And then afterwards with friends, go to nightclubs. And I can remember coming back sort of like 3, 4 in the morning. And one of my friends would say, we'd invite everybody into his house. And his mum would get up, or their mums would get up, whoever's house you went to, and she would cook you spaghetti bolognese. And, you know, this could be 3 o'clock in the morning, bring out the wine, and you could sit there till 6, and the mum would just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you, you know. It's certainly a fantastic culture to be part of, the Italian culture. I do miss it.
So, Chris, if you want to run the breaking news, Biz just shared some information in here, in the comment section for those that are part of the Gods in Gaming community. That is Fowler's project that will be on the Vulcan blockchain. Looks like we have a revenue sharing NFT sale announcement. So go follow the link in the Discord for more details on that.
Cool.
Support our buddy and awesome community member, Fowler. I did that all wrong, Chris.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to try that again. So Gods of Gaming Oh yeah, did you have that up, Chris? Was that the Discord channel that you were in? Now we can't hear Chris. Okay. I can't unmute because you chose to. Okay, you chose to mute yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it did. It was on my side. It was saying I wasn't muted, but weird. Are you wanting me to bring up the Discord? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Because I suck at that, so I am challenged when it comes to pulling up Discord. So what do we have here?
Oh. So it's Gods of Gaming revenue sharing NFT sale announcement, and he's got. Don't just love Fowler. He's got his little lights flashing and everything like that. Attention gamers and crypto enthusiasts, we have an exciting update regarding the release of our highly anticipated revenue sharing NFTs. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we had to reschedule the launch to ensure a flawless and rewarding experience for all participants. The new scheduled date is June the 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, corresponding UTC date and time, June 5th, 2023, 1900 UTC. He says, this is slight delay has allowed us to further enhance the NFT sale and ensure that all aspects of the process are optimized for your benefit. We appreciate your understanding and patience as we work towards delivering an exceptional opportunity for you to become a part of the Gods of Gaming ecosystem. Don't miss your chance to be a part of gaming history. And I'm going to interrupt, and I know you guys may not want to hear what I got to say, but he's right. This is gaming history. Join us on June 5th, 2023 for Gods of Gaming revenue sharing NFT sale. Explore our exclusive NFT tiers, each with unique benefits and revenue sharing opportunities. You got the Zeus tier, limited to 278 mints. Poseidon tier, limited to 1,021 mints. Athena tier, limited to 2,381 mints. And Hades tier, limited to 5,238 mints. Let's see. Thank you for your continued support and enthusiasm. We can't wait to share this exciting journey with you. Prepare to join the ranks of legends with our revenue sharing NFTs. Keep an eye on our official channels for further updates and mark your calendar for the new launch date. Get ready to unlock the power of Gods of Gaming. And then he lists down here the minting site and whitelist access, all that. And then you see me over here. This is me. So
yeah, so you posed for that, or
yeah, it took a while, but he kept going with it. He said, "Hey, you can do this, and I finally did it. So
Chris,
I've already reacted to it. So
we appreciate your service in so many ways, military and beyond. So that is awesome, comments. Fowler. And you are more than welcome to join us if you like, if he's out there. I don't know if he's still out there or not, but yeah, if Fowler, if you want to come and talk more about your Gods in Gaming project and these awesome NFTs, feel free. The door is open for you to do that. So speaking of projects, Jeremy, I've looked into, just briefly into Johnny Blockchain. But is there any news that you'd like to share or anything that you'd like to discuss regarding Johnny Blockchain and your project?
Well, we're at current we've got a trading robot that's we started our trading robot out many years ago in my other website called Zookle, and Zookle started off as a marketing suite, and it evolved. And we added trading robots in there so you can just do normal spot trading. That's still going strong. We still got a membership there of about 20,000 now. People that have been in Zookle. We did at one point have 47,000, but then Johnny Blockchain was born because I wanted to really get into stuff to do with crypto blockchains and stuff. So rather than add it into the existing site, I created the new site. Now, with Johnny Blockchain at the moment, it was really born out of wanting to be able to track DeFi projects. I was in Safu, I was in Titano, I was in Grape Finance. Was in so many projects, and you lose track, especially those rebasing ones. You lose track. You have to look in your wallet. And somebody might say, well, there's no problem looking in your wallet, but I like to go to one place, look at my portfolio and track what my DeFi is doing and what coins I've bought and put it into there. And that's what we bought, that Johnny Blockchain was born. And then we started to develop a trading robot. And we first off created that robot with with Binance and HitBTC and Cryptopia. I don't know whether you remember Cryptopia. It was a New Zealand exchange, but it actually went bust. So a lot of people lost money. And that really woke me up to the point of saying, well, we need to get away from centralized trading and get into decentralized. And we started to develop, which we've been trying to do now for the best part of a couple of years, is develop a decentralized bot. We're almost there now. We're almost there of creating this decentralized bot. So that means it will be operated directly with, say, a Web3 wallet like MetaMask, and you will be able to, your funds will stay inside your wallet. You will authorize a smart contract that will be able to take funds from your wallet to carry out a trade. And then when the trade's executed, put the funds from the smart contract back into your wallet. So that's really what Johnny Blockchain is about at the moment. And we don't really take US customers at the moment because we've only got the trading bot working with Binance.com. Now, we're currently testing Binance.us, but it's completely different. And because I don't have a US account, the programmer can't log in and see, this is what needs to be done. This is what needs to be done. So I'm relying on third parties to give me their access to their their API keys on Binance.us, and we're setting up that bot. So what we're hoping to achieve is the time Vulcan launches, or just after Vulcan launches, we will be able to trade with a trading bot on Uxi, which is I think that's how you pronounce it, which is the Vulcan blockchain's decentralized exchange, and then you've got the Pulse chains decentralized their DEX as well, which we want to trade on there. And of course, at the moment we're testing with Uniswap. So we'll have 3 places where people can use that trading robot with those 3 exchanges. That's the goal. And we're each day that goes past, we're treading on new ground, but we're making new ground at the same time. We're progressing along quite nicely. So that's where we're going to be. And at the moment, we call ourselves in pre-launch, because even though Johnny Blockchain was launched in 2017, I think, somewhere around there, it's not in its current. It launched in a different state. It was just to track your portfolio, really, and to do some arbitrage trading on centralized exchanges. But now it's evolved away from the centralized and going to the decentralized, which is what we're in this transition of doing. And Vulcan has given us that opportunity to do that. We was originally going with Pulse Chain, but Pulse Chain was taking like 2.5 years. I sacrificed in there 2.5 years ago, and it's ironic that it's come out now, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Once Vulcan opens up and it's got their bridge, and I believe it's going to be on the Binance Smart Chain. Probably there'll be other bridging companies that pick up on that, and you'll be able to come across on Polygon and Ethereum and so on. So yeah, I think it's a great time to be in the crypto space right now.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds really, really interesting. I'm going to check out Johnny Blockchain. I know, I'm in the US, and I did sign up. I think it wasn't this past live that Crypto Pride did, but 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I had signed up just to, get a look and feel for Johnny Blockchain. I haven't had a lot of time to look really deeply into it just yet, so I'll be doing some research on that as
I
time
think
allows.
if you're in the US, it's not ready for you guys, you know. So I've got a large YouTube channel with over 10,000 subscribers, and I used to make regular videos and do regular live streams, but I'm holding fire at the moment because I don't want to waste get people to come in to be disappointed, really, I suppose, if that's of a better word, is, you know, because the big market is the US and Canada, and that's the market that I want to capture, but we're not ready for that market at the moment. So I'm just slowly getting the name out there, you know, which you know, because I've worked with companies in the past. We used to do trading with gold, you know, and I teamed up with a company where you could actually trade the gold with them. You could earn commissions for it. They had an affiliate program attached to it, but they didn't actually. They started to deliver the gold because you could have the gold delivered directly to your house, and then they pulled the rug on that. And I got fed up, if you like, because if you work with companies, and if that company does something bad and you're still around after they've done something bad, it's you they point the finger at. It's you they say, oh, you're the scammer. You know, well, you've just happened to team up with a company that's not kept true to their word. You know, so I wanted to get away from that area of working with centralized companies and get to decentralized, even though there's nothing really true decentralized, you know, because if you look at the top 100 wallets of Ethereum, there's two wallets that hold, I think it's about 70% of the bag of Ethereum. So there's the centralization, because they could dump that on the market. Bitcoin is probably the only one where it doesn't have that one wallet or one person owning it. I mean, if you look at Binance Smart Chain, for example, the BNB one, 99% of the circulating supply, 99%, notice I said 99%, was owned by one wallet. And they've just now split that up into many sister wallets or brother wallets or whatever you want to call it. But they've split that up because they got called out. Somebody spotted them, called them out. And so they could have manipulated the market, you know, because if they sold 99% of the circulating supply, well, it's going to zero. So true decentralization is not about at the moment, you know. Same as with, if we look at Safu at the moment, you know, Brian held a big bag of Safu. The price went down when he decided he needed to cash out. Well, that's his preference if he owns the bag. So, but that's taken away a bit of the centralization. So we're slowly getting decentralized, but we're not there yet. You know, people think that when they get their coin, it's decentralized, and it's not. It's all driven by humans that are running a project, you know, where Bitcoin is not. It doesn't run any projects, does it? It's just Bitcoin. So it's not trying to improve itself.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I know, you know, Chris is a Bitcoin maxi, and he's also Kryptonian's Bitcoin daddy, right?
and Jeremy is my Bitcoin daddy. So it's like 3 generations of Bitcoin.
Oh, wow. So you've got 3 generations. Wow. That is so funny. That is so funny. So I know, you know, Vulcan related, we're in Gamma Testnet. I haven't had a chance to play with Gamma Testnet just yet. I haven't gone and added the new faucet, and I see you have yours, Chris, in the upper right hand corner. So have you done any transfers? Have you played around with doing transfers yet?
No, I haven't done anything. All I've done is I got this wallet here is just this is what I got, and it's been rebasing since then. After the taxes, it was 9.5, so it's up 0.23 since I did it maybe 2 days ago.
2 days ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So have you run into any challenges? Like what's your experience been so far?
It was extremely easy. I mean, we were on the live with Jason, so I didn't have a chance to like do it and mess with it. So when we got done, that's when I started messing with it. I went to all the links. I went to the faucet. I created this wallet, and I didn't want to have anything in there. Just, you know, I just wanted to, this is dedicated to it. And I went to the faucet. I went to go, check out if it got there or whatever. And I'm looking at, this is in MetaMask, and I'm looking in there. It's not there and everything. But then I'm looking at the screener and everything, and I'm like, I see it right there. It was right there, And then it took me a while for MetaMask to catch up to Vulcan. I was like, hey,
Oh wow.
So, but it came up and it was flawless. It was exactly the amount that I thought it would be, and it's been rebasing ever since. Now I'm not sitting here every minute of every day, but when I go to check it and everything, it's moving and it's doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, I have not seen a flaw with it at all. So I don't know how many people are out, and I don't know. I mean, I guess we could pull up the links or whatever, but it was running really good the other day when I was watching it on the screen. And then I know for this, I don't have time to sit and watch it, but it's been moving and doing its little thing. I think there was some difference that it's updating it's rebasing every 90 seconds, but that's for
it's 90
testnet.
seconds.
And it's going to be like every 900 seconds when it's live or whatever. But I think that that's what they explained to me, and Jason was talking
they
about.
accelerated for testing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, when Vulcan comes live, it's going to be a bumpy road because there's not been a blockchain in history that's launched that hasn't had a bumpy road. Probably the only one that didn't have a bumpy road because nobody ever knew about it was Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But every other blockchain is launched with a bumpy road, and I don't know. I've said this before, but anybody that's thinking about getting into Vulcan or Pulse Chain or both, it's a great time. If you'd have got involved with Ethereum when it launched, when it went to that conception, if you'd have put $1,000 in there, that $1,000 would be worth 15.5 million today. And if you'd have put that same $1,000 into Binance, that would be worth 5.2 million today. These are all blockchains. And if you'd have put it into ADA, I think ADA is probably the best one to compare Vulcan and Pulse Chain with. And if you'd have put $1,000 into ADA when it launched, that would be worth 1.2 million today, or nearly 1.3 million today. So getting into a blockchain early and holding, just sitting there, or if they've got some staking, do some staking, but getting in early, 24, 36 months, that's when you're going to see the benefit of your bag, But most people will get into new projects. They expect to be a millionaire by next Thursday. They get in, they're not a millionaire by next Thursday. They start dishing it and they start fudding it and they start calling it a scam and all that type of thing. And it's the same with every project they get in. They get into a project, it doesn't work out how they wanted it to work out. And then they call the person that created the project a scammer. Yet, Richard Hart, for example, has been called a scammer. I don't know how many times he's been called a scammer, but he's made lots of millionaires. And the same is with Brian. You can go online and find that he's called a scammer, and yet there's people that have made lots of money, and myself one of them. I made a lot of money out of Safu, and then you could even go and look for myself, and people will call me a scammer because people get into projects. They're not prepared to do any work themselves. They don't do any due diligence. They don't understand the project. They over leverage into a project, and they blame it on somebody else. And yet I've got members that have been with me since 2014 and still with me. So if I was a scammer, then why would those people stick around since 2014? They stick around because they make a steady income. And they like what you do. And it's the same with Brian. Look at that fiasco, if you like, we had where the price went up and it went down and people were calling a scammer. But now go back in the Discord chat room. Them same people that were calling him a scammer that sold their Safu when it was going down are now buying back in at the bottom. And if they'd have just held their bag, which is like I did, I got my refund and I held my bag. And I'm almost back to where I am now. I think when I looked this morning, I mean, Safu's now at $1.23. So I took some profits at 170, something like that. I sold half my bag. So my bag I got is free. But had I had listened to all that FUD that was going on in the Discord chat, I would have sold down at 50 cents. I would have definitely lost. I don't understand why somebody would sell on the way down. You know, you wanna hold your bag. And if you can afford to, if you can't afford to hold your bag, that means you're over leveraged. If you say, "Oh, look at my money's going down, and I needed that money. I needed that. I've got to pay my rent, or I've got to pay my mortgage, or I've got to, buy the groceries." You're over leveraged. You know, you should only be investing pizza money into any project, really, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but you find the people that get burnt are the people that can't afford to get burnt. And they've over leveraged themselves. They've let the greed factor take over, and then they're quick to blame somebody else for a problem, which is okay to blame somebody else if that's what you want to do. But I think you should take responsibility for your own actions and not blame anybody else. Same as when you buy wine, isn't it? You can buy, how many times you bought wine, and it's not been a great bottle, is it? And so I've had bottles recommended to me, and they say it's not a great bottle. It's not a great bottle because what do they say? One man's poison is or one man's mate is another man's poison, isn't it? And I suppose it must go the same in wine as well.
Yep.
So,
but making poor decisions, he'll just send it back. He probably had to step away. But making poor
I
decisions,
wouldn't know what to do with it.
Send
I'd
it
be
back.
like, what do I do?
But if you go to you go in Italy and if you go into a wine bar, if you like, not a wine bar where you sit there and drink wine, where you go and buy your wine for your table. If you buy a bottle of wine from them, as I say, it's a euro a litre. So I think, what's that, about just over $1, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
A litre of wine. You can go and buy fantastic wine. And if you get it home and you take 5 glasses out of it, and there's a little bit left in the bottle and you don't like it, because you tip it out, you pour it out, and everybody around the table go, "Oh, that's no good," or "That's not," 3 people don't like it out of the 5 that have had a glass out of it. Take it back to the wine shop with this much wine in it and say, "My guests didn't like it." They'll give you a demijohn, they'll give you 5 litres of wine of your choice that you can choose. Because really, let's face it, they're only giving away €5. Aren't they? And that's €5 at retail. That's not what they pay for it. They're paying 35 cents a litre for it. And so they're giving away a very small amount for you to keep your business, and you go away happy. Now, if you do that in the UK, if I open up a bottle of wine and take it back, say, to the supermarket, we've got Sainsbury's and Tesco's and things like that. I don't know what you've got. They wouldn't give you another bottle of wine. They'd say, you've got to write to the manufacturer about that, or, we'll make a note of it. They might give me a voucher for a couple of pounds, which you can't even buy anything. But, Italy's got a different mentality when it comes to wine,
Yeah.
And what I want to ask, actually, when it comes to red wines, in the UK, you can get a bottle of wine, a decent bottle of wine, for £8. Now, that same bottle of wine would have cost you, say, 10 years ago, would have cost you £30, £40. So the price of wine's coming down from around the world. You're going out, I'm sure it's the same in the States. You go, they've got aisles of wine from each region, The UK got a wine that do wine, but it's a bit expensive. It's not very well known around the world. The main wines is your Chile wines, your Australian wines, your American wines, your French, obviously, and Italian. And what would you say is a good price to pay for a good quality wine? If I was having a dinner party and I wanted to buy a bottle of wine, I didn't really know what to choose, what sort of price should I be paying so I can say that my guests are going to be happy to think that I've chose well for them?
Making poor decisions. Did you catch that? Or did you walk? Are you still there?
He's gone to the toilet. He's gone back to the fridge to get some more wine. Keep your white wine chilled.
So that's a great question. So, essentially what you're asking, what's a good price point that you would recommend for someone who's looking for a red wine, and So, it's just strictly on price, not on taste, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you can go in the UK, you can buy a bottle of red wine for £2,
Mm-hmm.
but you can guarantee that it's going to taste like vinegar. So you can go in the supermarket and you can go to the £2 end, or you can go the other end of the aisle and you're looking at £300 a bottle. Now, people haven't got £300. They want to find a bottle in the middle, somewhere where they can say, I'm doing a dinner party tonight. I've got some guests coming round. I want a nice starter wine. So what would I put with a sweet? What would I put for that starter? The prawn cocktail, that type of thing. What wine would I bring out for that? Then if I'm going to have, say, a steak and surf, so I'm going to have some shrimps and some steak as a main course. And then I'm going to go to dessert and maybe finish up with a brandy or something like that. So what wines would I think of price-wise buying them to fit that table for my dinner party? If I know nothing about wine, if I don't know anything about particular labels of wine.
So making poor decisions. Did you get that question?
So basically, just to sum it up, you're saying that if you know nothing about wine and you're hosting the party, how you know what price point to choose? Basically, right? Okay. This is how I look at it. If I'm hosting a dinner party, everybody that's coming may not appreciate wine like I do. So I'm gonna stay away from the high-end wine, right? Because I don't want people wasting the, good wine. So yeah, I'll just look at what that high end is, look at what the low end is, and I meet somewhere right in the middle. That's the best way I do it. Yeah. That's the best way I do it. Now, if you go
is there a safe wine? Is there a safe, say you were buying a red wine, is there a safe brand, a safe wine that you could say most palates will like that wine?
Robert Mondavi.
Now I've heard of that.
Yeah, out of Napa, but you can buy that anywhere. Well, the good Robert Mondavi, you have to be a part of the wine club to get the good stuff anyway. That's not sold in retail stores. But Robert Mondavi, you can't go wrong with. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
So what is a price of a table wine for the States? In UK, you're looking at about £8 to £12.
So American $15, $15 to $18. Yeah, a good one. Yeah, a good just everyday table wine that you want something to chase your meals with. About $15 to $18. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know wines, Daniel. I have no idea. If someone could come to me and tell me the cheapest wine and they whatever price, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So make a poor decision. Is there a Mondavi $800
he's way off
wine club wine that you're aware of?
Actually, I went to that vineyard in Napa, and before they give you the tour, they take you in this private room and show you all the wines that they don't sell in stores. So yeah, they got some high-end wine.
See, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
You don't think that's fair, Chris?
Yeah, they shouldn't be hoarding the good stuff, man. You need to give it up to the people.
They want you to join the wine club.
I get. Okay, yeah. You know what? I should do that. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. I'm gonna join a wine club.
Yeah, I've been in the UK. I'm in a wine club here, and it's great because you get to go to all the new tastings. Any new bars that are opening in London, you get to go to those. You get discounts. They'll send you wine, a box of wine, different wines in there, and they'll send you a card, and you've got to write what you felt about the wine. They'll give you boxes to ticks, and then you give a comment. Would you recommend the wine? What price point would you put on the wine and all that? And you get this wine for free, And now you've got ChatGPT. That is so brilliant because you can put the name of the wine in and say, can you write me a review on this wine? And it does it for you, and you just got to copy that and put it on your sheet, and you got this wine for free.
Yeah.
So it's great to be in a wine club. It's definitely, if you like wine. I don't buy massive amounts of wine, but I do want to show you something if I can, because I think this might be a good time to show you. Now, I don't want to share my screen, but I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the link to this. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. So I'm going to put it into our chat here on the stream. I'll put it there. Now, this is where you can buy wine with cryptocurrency to start with. But the thing I like about this is that you can actually buy good quality wines. I mean, I'm talking $900 bottles of wine that you can get an NFT for, and they will store the wine, and you can sell that wine onto somebody else, because some wines are not for drinking. Some people buy wines and they don't, and this is what I've got many sites like this, and I'll share them with you, maybe not all in one go. So this is definitely, if you're into wine and you like the value of wine, it's definitely worth taking a look at. But you can buy regular wine from here. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So as you could see there, at the top you've got an NFT tab, so you can actually buy wine, the higher end price of wine. I've got another site similar to this where you can buy wine for like 30,000 euros a bottle, and you can store that wine in the right in the right temperatures or in the right cellars. I don't know what the correct way is to store wine. I don't keep it long enough. But this is definitely this is wine to do with crypto. They put this all on the blockchain. So you can buy, you'll know where the wines come from. It can be tracked, because what vineyard it's come from, how it's been transported, and how it's being stored, and all that type of stuff. You can find it on this website here.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is all to do with wine, as I say, and it's crypto based. Now, the lady that bought this out, she's an Italian. She's from the Amalfi Coast. And I went to in Milan. I went to sort of a launching of this, and what a brilliant idea she put together. And she's including some of the most famous vineyards in Italy. Now, there's a French company that do it, American company that do it with beer, believe it or not. But the wine. So because wine can be an investment. If you buy a good wine. And the problem there, you've got to be careful with your investment, is that the bottle doesn't get tampered with, and you as a novice of not buying what was originally in the bottle. Where with this, it's been authenticated and it's stored for you. It's stored. They'll issue you the NFT so that you've got the wine, and you could sell that NFT on the open market. I mean, this is in its infancy at the moment. But it's definitely something to look at if you're a crypto enthusiast and you like wine. You're a wine enthusiast as well, because this could be some, you could make some good investments here. Obviously, you could make some bad ones, but you could make some good investments here and buy a wine and get the NFT for that wine. And if you see there, it's got the list of the sellers where they store it, and so if anybody's in the wine industry would probably know some of those places where it's stored in Italy. They've got their own native token. Now, their native token, it's not on CoinMarketCap or anything like that. I've not seen it listed on anywhere like that. It's purely a means of them stabilizing the price of the wine. So it's like their stable coin, if you like. So you can buy their.
Direct me where I could look at that. Is that here? Oh, the
IWB it's on.
Token?
If you go to the IWB token,
okay.
You'll see it on the top there. You'll see it tells you what you can buy, and it'll give you in dollar value. So you're buying it with their token, but their token is sort of unofficially pegged to the dollar, so you can't really trade their token. But so if you buy a wine, an expensive bottle of wine, and you use their token to buy it with, because that's what they want you to do. That issues the NFT, but then it's locking the price up for you. It's not allowing the price to go down, because obviously if you paid with it with Bitcoin, your bottle of wine could go down in price, not because the quality of the wine's gone down, but because Bitcoin's dropped. So from what you paid for it, so they use their coin to do that. But it's definitely worth creating an account and having a look round. It's priced in dollars, so I'm assuming that it can be. It's priced in dollars. I'm looking at it on the screen now. It's in euros, but I think depending on where you are in the world, it prices it in your local currency.
Yeah, I see USD on my side. Current
Yeah,
value.
so it's got euros on my side. So, so it's definitely worth a look at. It's not something I would say that you want to buy your daily wine from. But if there's some, wines that you would not normally buy, or you wouldn't normally get access to those particular wines because they might be, not on the shelf in the supermarket, then it's definitely worth a look at. So I found this very interesting. And it was funny because I was watching you guys last week and I thought, they've not mentioned anything about crypto and wine, and I've got another couple that I will share in future streams.
Sure.
If I've got the privilege of coming back on again.
Absolutely. We do have a question from Biz, and it's a good one. So he's asking here. So what if you wanted to have your wine delivered after purchase? How does that work?
Yeah, well, they got a delivery there. Obviously, me being in the UK, Italy's not that far, but because they priced it in dollars, I can't say I would know the delivery process for the US. But I would imagine that these wines are Italian wines, and they're going to have a supplier in the US already. Italian wine is not only for Europe, is it? It's not only for Italy. It's
right.
Shipped all around the world. So I think they've got partnerships with other suppliers in those countries. And then, of course, if you're buying a top wine, you can go into here in the UK. We've got bars that are, the top end. If you go to St Pancras, for example, there's a champagne bar there, and you can pay anything from $1,200 a glass of champagne up to £1,200 a glass of champagne, up to 30-40 grand a glass of champaign.
So that's where making poor decisions hangs out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
okay.
And the wine club I'm in, I got invited to the opening, and I sat on the bar, and I worked my way along the bar just testing this wine, and I got to one wine. It was absolutely beautiful, and it was a champagne actually, and a sparkling wine, because champagne's obviously from the Champagne region, but it was a sparkling wine from Italy. And I said, "How much is that if I wanted to buy a bottle?" He said, "Well, the glass you've just drunk, sir, is £1,200 a glass." He said, "So the bottle, depending on what size bottle you buy, would determine the price of the wine, of the fizzy wine you've drunk." And I got all that for free because I was in the wine club. So I'm not sure with the shipping. You'd have to go through a dummy run and see what it says. But I mean, nowadays I don't know whether does wine travel in aeroplanes well, or has it got to go by boat?
Well, they have contraptions where they can store it in and keep it at the right temperature and the humidity. So
what
it
about
travels well.
What about, because if you buy Guinness, they say cannot be transported by aeroplane. It's got to be done by boat. Because I've been in the UK. If you have a pint of Guinness, I don't know whether you know that drink, but the head on the top is pure white. Now, I've been into the States and had Guinness, and the head on the top is a grey colour. And when I've Googled that, it's because it's been flown there and not shipped there, because it's cheaper to fly it than it is to ship it. And I was wondering if that was the case with wine. Now, I know it's got a cork on it, but would that altitude affect the cork moving out of the bottle slightly, or would it cause any I don't know.
It's a good question. I got to look into that. Good question, though. Yeah,
that is a good one. But here's another question. Crypto Terry is asking, do they sell a peanut butter bottle of wine?
What? Like peanut butter flavored wine?
You're on, Terry, so you're gonna have to cover that.
Yeah, they sell peanut butter flavored whiskey and peanut butter flavored IPAs. do they make peanut butter flavored wine?
I never heard of it.
I don't drink wine, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of peanut butter, but like fruit wine, I know, but peanut butter wine, I haven't heard of that.
Okay. Terry, I have an important question to ask you that's been killing me. And I was going to reach out to you about. Here is the perfect time to ask you.
Sure.
Have you ever put peanut butter on pizza?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my God, there. You know what? I don't even know you anymore. I don't even know you. I don't know you.
There's not much I haven't put it on.
So all right.
Goodness.
So the peanut butter on pizza thing, was this like a one-time deal, or is this like a thing that you just enjoy? You go order
I do it
yourself a
occasionally.
pizza?
I do it occasionally.
Okay. So
I like it.
really,
I like it on a pepperoni jalapeno pizza, and the peanut butter smooths it all back out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about
interesting.
Because you got the
All right,
sweet,
so
you got the
now
sour.
this
and you got
one,
the
I'm gonna
spice.
ask you one more, and I'm tell you what,
It's
I'm
probably yes. It's probably yes, but go ahead.
Have you ever had pizza or had pizza with pineapple and peanut butter?
No, because I don't like pineapple on pizza.
Oh, he saves it. Yes, pineapple does not belong on pizza. I don't care
Does
what
not.
anybody says.
Wow.
No.
Interesting.
Pineapple belongs in a fruit dish or in a drink, but not on my pizza.
Daniel, we were talking about it today. I was wondering if he ever, Terry ever had peanut butter on pizza, and Daniel was like, "Yep, yeah, I'm sure he's had it."
Yeah, Crypto Terry, you've been called crazy.
That's okay. I live it and I own it. It's cool.
And Mrs. Worldwide, she's not approving your choices here.
But I don't live for others. I live for me, so I'm all good.
There you go, man. There you go. There you go. I like
that. Didn't change the price of my gas at my gas station, so I'm all good.
But
it's all good fun. It's all good fun. I'm not being ugly. I don't get insulted. I've been made fun of my whole life because of my peanut butter choices.
Your peanut butter choices. That's funny.
I think it's awesome. That's great.
If
and you saved yourself the
pineapple. If you had the food, I probably had peanut butter on it.
That is so funny. So Jeremy, hey, I appreciate this site and appreciate you coming on. This was very insightful. I'm going to take a look into this. Making poor decisions. Have you ever seen this site before?
No, I haven't, but I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, I know you will. I know you will.
Oh yes, I love this.
Y'all know what time it is.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Y'all know what time it is. We're gonna get into
time of the week.
Trouble.
Wait, we got to make sure that King Kaching's in the comments. I haven't seen him in a bit. We got to make sure we don't want to start without him.
So Jeremy, I don't know if you saw this. For the last couple of weeks, we've been playing a game on this show, and the name of the game is Off Topic. And the way that the game is played is that there are 5 question prompts, and I just go through them one at a time. And for each prompt, we spin this wheel, and you have to answer the prompt with whatever letter appears at the spin of the wheel. That's simple. And it can get a little crazy. Last week, let's just say last week, the comment section was kind of interesting. I'll just leave it at that. Got kind of interesting there for a little bit. So, for those that haven't played this game again, I'm going to put the objective up here really, really quick. So the game objective is to answer a topic with a specific letter. I'm going to spin this wheel, and I'm going to put up our first prompt so that you guys could go ahead and get those ideas in your head, get kind of primed. So the prompt here is something you need 2 people to do. All right. Keep that in mind. Something you need 2 people to do. So we're going to spin the wheel.
Here we go. Where's Terry?
We lose Terry?
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we lost you on screen. Let me change my view.
There you go.
Okay, there he is. I was like, he better be here. He can't be leaving. All right. Oh no.
All right. So starting with the letter W, name something you need 2 people to do.
Walk hand in hand.
Wed.
Richard Hudman. Oh my God. Wrestle.
Hey,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then, okay. And then Slumdog
Yep.
Millionaire has Wed.
That's good. That's good.
Richard Hudman comes back with Whack.
I don't want to know what whack means. I don't want to know.
Teddy One has Wash and Whack.
Here it is. Here's the best one so far. The
All
next
right,
one.
Brooklyn. What's up, Brooklyn? I thought Brooklyn was sleeping, and he comes in with Whoopi.
He wins.
And Daniel Prado says win. You need 2 people to win.
Yeah, you. Okay,
I
Daniel.
don't know.
Okay, being right, Daniel.
Wet Willie.
Senior Rojo says Wet Willie. 4 Finger Lotion Hand has Whoopi as well.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
I think Whoopi wins.
Yeah. I think
Brooklyn's the champ. Okay, so
do
I'm
we
not saying
do we
Brooklyn's
split
the
that?
champ yet. So Brooklyn's got the top answer. Brooklyn and 4 Finger Lotion Hand have the top answers with Whoopi. All right, so let's find out.
Teddy won. Boo.
I want to before you spin this wheel again.
Uh-huh.
I want to make it exciting, and I'm gonna donate $20 to the winner overall. So we need to keep a track of who's winning each time. You know, so
Hey, the stakes are high.
Okay, I've heard for what I said was best. I don't know what I said, but mine was
I said
the
Wed.
best,
I
right?
said Wed. Wed wins. I said Wed.
Yeah, it's all money now, Brooklyn. I don't know what you said, Brooklyn.
I
So
think
I'm gonna need
wrestling.
some help keeping score here. So we've got 4 Finger Lotion Hand and Brooklyn Hodovolkin both had Whoopi.
What about wrestle? Right.
And then we had Wrestle. That was Richard Hudman, right?
Yeah. And then Teddy One said Wed at first too, like a wedding.
Yeah.
Get married.
Well, Wed is good, and so is Daniel's win. I mean, it's it's reasonable. So I mean,
All right, panel, we got to make a decision.
Whoopi.
Yeah.
Who gets it? Who gets prompt 1? Who's the winner for prompt 1?
I say the Whoopi one with
Whoopi.
Brooklyn, and
So the
Whoopi.
first one that came out with Whoopi, yeah.
yeah.
Slumdog says, sorry, YouTuber's not qualified.
Man, you know what, Slumdog? Just please stop talking. That's gosh,
All right,
unfair.
all right. So Brooklyn, Brooklyn hasn't won yet. We got to get through all 5 prompts. So
right.
he's in the lead. Brooklyn's in the lead. Brooklyn's in the lead for sure. So let's see. What's our second prompt? Let me pull that up. All right. Things to go on strike about.
Oh
man.
Gonna spin the wheel. Things to go on strike about.
Man, this wheel just creates so much anxiety.
You never stop spinning.
Oh. Is it F?
What?
Nope.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That's
Stop
interesting.
already.
You think this is rigged or something? CB.
Things to go on strike about. Okay. And we have silence. All right. Well, we have the first
There you go.
responses
Oh,
from
they
Biz
don't win.
cooking.
All right.
Okay.
Coal miners pay.
You can't. We can't qualify. So you.
No
can't.
one's gonna say that anyhow. But
Climate change.
Climate change.
Yeah. There you go.
climate change.
He doubled up on the C's on that one.
Yes, he did.
Come on, people. Let's go.
There
Any
you go.
takers?
Comp
Comp time.
Well, don't
College
forget
funding.
OBZs.
Oh. I like
Oh.
OBZs.
And right above that, Slumdog. They all did it at the same time, cleaning.
This one's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College funding.
Oh,
I I can't sway the whole panel, but OBZ, in my opinion, centralization.
Oh, look at
man.
Brooklyn's.
Brooklyn's got compensation.
Yeah, I mean that is legit. What people, yeah. So bring up the question. Daniel saying he couldn't. He didn't.
All right, so things to go on strike about. And the response starts with the letter C.
COVID.
Well, I'm partial to that one already.
Safe Warrior says COVID.
OBZ's even voting for Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Teddy One says colored people's rights. Jason Hayes, child care. I'm
curious to see what Daniel, him and Miss Worldwide were wanting a question, so I'm wondering what they're going to come up with.
Slumdog Millionaire, constantly getting screwed by the man.
Yeah, I guess we should probably have the when we get all the answers or whatever, we should maybe ask the community who do they vote for too.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. So, but it seems like so far I'm seeing Brooklyn's name come up several times. So you've got Brooklyn here from Rich Hubman. I thought I saw Brooklyn again.
Court case, Miss Worldwide.
Oh yeah, court case. That's a good one.
Daniel's probably mad. He's out there. I'm not going to answer because I didn't see the question. Let's see. I'm waiting for him. I hope he's typing something. I'm just sitting here.
I know you're stalling for him. He's not jumping.
I am. Oh, cancer treatment.
Cancer treatment.
Yeah. Cops.
Oh, okay, here we go. Photos got cops.
All right, now that's a tough one because I like Brooklyn's, I like Daniels, and
Slumdog Millionaires. Yeah, this is gonna get out of hand. Okay, all righty. Okay, so yeah, this is Richard Hubman never disappoints. 31.
Is that Barry taking over Richard's channel? Is that Barry? Richard?
Yeah, you know what? I think Rich Hubman and Barry McCocken are the same person sometimes.
I think so sometimes.
Rich
They've
Hubman
never been in the same chat, have they?
Candidate.
Yeah.
So hey guys, we've got there's several here. There's several here. Man, I could go with compensation. I could go with centralization.
Let me look. What did Brooklyn? I gotta go back to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn was compensation.
All right. You know what? Brooklyn, I'm sorry, but I think there a couple other ones have come up. But I was liking yours at first. So
we got a tie so far, have we?
You know what? I don't want to be favoritism or anything like that, but I like Daniel's cop one.
Yeah, well, it's definitely been a on either side, that's been somewhat controversial to the point where strikes have occurred.
And the compensation one. So the compensation and cops, I think, are like they use the words. They came up with the words that you really would use in the strike thing. So I like that.
So let's put
it
who
we're going with
between
let the community vote. What do they think?
Yeah.
So you pick the top two, then it had the community vote, right?
Yeah. So cops.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Cops and compensation.
Yeah.
There you go.
So let's see, Chris, are you able to put a poll up real quick?
Yeah, sure. What are we putting up?
So the poll is going to be cops or compensation.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Should I put anybody's?
I think to make it simple, cops over compensation should do it because we know cops came from Prado, and compensation came from Brooklyn.
Hey, take Daniel off my face, would you? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll take.
He's giving me a bad rep. Take him off my face, would you?
Gotcha.
Now get the prompt.
All right, I added it. It's cops. Yes equals cops, or no equals compensation.
Okay.
All
right. The poll's up there.
How long are you on the poll? 3 minutes?
It's not on yours. I can't do yours.
Oh, great. So it doesn't show
Just
on my.
on
Okay, so
mine.
if you're on my stream, just put it in the comments who you're voting for.
Yeah, just go. You know
Cops.
what? Just have both of our streams up and go wherever the poll is, and just click on that browser. Bam. Then go back to the other one. Whichever. Just have it up.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, say Brooklyn says I vote Daniel. Oh, he said Compton. Teddy said Compton first time. Oh, is it? Oh, it's not Compton. It's compensation. Okay.
So we got any responses yet?
Yeah, it's 50-50 right now.
Oh my gosh. I kind of figured we would get to that.
Oh, no. Now, the compensation one is in the lead, 57-43 with 7 votes.
After 10 votes, call it. After 10 votes, call it.
You want me to call it, or you want me to do minutes?
At 10 votes. I mean,
10 votes.
Yeah. Okay, 10 votes. All right.
Yeah.
We've only got 7. We might struggle to get. There's only a few people watching mine, so we might struggle to get to 10.
So I've got So in the comment section, well, we don't know if these folks are double
voting.
Double voting, right?
Yeah.
So,
I see
So
compensation.
I don't have the poll on my side, and I'm not seeing the link message.
Oh,
so I'm
my
assuming
goodness.
these
I got
folks
8
are
votes.
on my stream.
8 votes, 50-50.
So this will be the tiebreaker, because I think these folks, Teddy won, Jason Hayes, New Web Videos, Crypto Tejano, and Senior Rojo appear to be on my stream. And if so, we've got compensation where Teddy won. So that's plus up for compensation. Got Jason Hayes also voting for compensation. So that's a plus up for compensation. New Web Video says cops. So that's +1 for cops.
Oh, there's the link right there.
There it is. I'm ending the poll right now.
All right.
Got 10 votes.
You got 10 votes. So what are we looking like?
Does it come up in the chat for everybody? But I got 10 votes, 60% yes for cops, and 40% for no compensation.
So cops win. Daniel wins.
Daniel wins?
It's about time he gets a win, isn't it? Come on.
Well, he wins that question, right? So we have 3 more questions to go.
Right.
You got 3 more prompts. Three more prompts to go. So let's pull up the next prompt. So prompt number 3. Worst things to do when you're hungover.
Go to work.
Go to work. Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to avoid in the morning. So making poor decisions. I hope I'm okay in the morning.
You good?
All right. Worst things to do when you're hungover. Let's start with letter B. B is in Bravo.
Yep, I knew that was going to be the first one.
He's already won. Richard Edmonds won.
Yeah, I think that's the winner. Oh, well, we got C. Bang.
OBZ said the same thing.
And then we've got Bod.
Breaking news.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. I mean, Slumdog Millionaire, that's a lot. That's a whole lot right there.
This is the wrong channel for that, buddy.
Slumdog.
Midgets worldwide. That's a good one.
Bungee jump. Teddy won breaking news.
Yeah, Teddy one's breaking news is the best one ever.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I like breaking news. You don't want breaking news.
You don't.
Belch.
Box. Okay, I was wondering what bod meant. I was like, I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he meant box. Okay, that was a typo. Gotcha.
Good.
Gotcha. So I want to make sure I put up the banner again. The worst things to do when you're hungover. And box would be one of those for sure. That would be kind of tough.
Kind of like the breaking news. You hate to wake up and find out what you did do the night before, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So break dance, yeah.
Breakfasts.
Breakfast, ew. Yeah. All right, y'all. What you thinking? There's $20 on the line. Come on, guys.
One. Yeah, I agree with like everything everybody said.
Buy Safe Moon.
All right, that's my new favorite. I like all of them. I can't. I mean,
oh, great. And Slumdog has these like elaborate responses. Breathe into a breathalyzer while pulled over for suspicion of DUI.
Is this personal
are you confessing something, Slumdog? That sounds real specific.
It sounds like he's been there before.
Exactly. Yeah, Confirmant. I was going to go over. It was an older article, but it's very, very relevant, I think, to current events in the community. I'm going to kind of break here real quick and just go over. I think, a lot of folks do need to go back and look at on anything crypto .news, the psychology of crypto, understanding investor behavior. And there was 2 points that I wanted to kind of cover on this, just really, really quick. Confirmation bias. Go and read up on that. Herd mentality. All right. Confirmation bias, herd mentality. Those two, the whole article is great, but I think those two kind of resonated with me based on some things that have been going on. So we're going to get back to the game. But thanks, Confirmant, for calling that out, calling my attention to that, because I definitely wanted to get to that real quick. So thank you, sir. All righty. So did we get any other responses? We got bungee jump.
You got bungee jump? I just saw.
Oh, my gosh. Teddy won. Come on, man.
That's my favorite.
Come on, Teddy won.
There you go.
Teddy's like getting on his friends. Come on, let's go bury the body.
This is turning out. It sounds like this is turning out to be a confessions show.
For real.
You guys are getting kind of specific. Body surf.
True crime stories.
Right. Daniel Prado, if you're hungover, you aren't drunk anymore. There's no breathalyzer.
Daniel.
Not true. No.
Right. See, you guys are talking from experience. Sounds like.
Brooklyn with buy more.
Bungee jump.
What is Confirmants, Bueller?
So yeah, and if Bueller, that's funny. And speaking of Confirmant, if I owe him a huge apology. I got like crazy busy recent, and I was intending to kind of help him with some of the articles. But if you are interested in helping writing for anything crypto.news, do reach out to Confirmant RM and show your support.
Listen to Slumdog. It's like not enough info.
Oh my God. See, I'm afraid of Slumdog Millionaire now. I'm worried about you, Slumdog. I'm worried about you. And Teddy won. I mean, you're not convincing me that you have not committed such a heinous act, Teddy won. And then we got Senior Rojo Breaking Bad. So you know what? Do we have a winner for this one?
That's a push.
I like the Barry Body one, but it shocked me. But I don't. We're gonna have to. The community's gonna have to. We'll just have to see what they say. I can't. I think they all are great. I laughed the whole time, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this works very well, right? The name of the game is Off Topic, and we got way off topic.
Mm-hmm.
We got way off topic. All right, so I'm trying to find the one. I think it was Richard Hudman had Barf.
Yeah, the very
Barf
first
was
thing.
really good at first.
And I like that. I like that. I like Barf. So
someone else had Barf
Your
too.
show.
OBZ.
OBZ. So you got two Barfs. So we are pretty much wow.
And Mela, it's your show, man. You just couldn't override and pick them as a tie.
Yep. You the tiebreaker.
I'm the tiebreaker. So I'm going to go Richard Hudman.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I'm gonna
So
go
what-
with Richard Hudman.
Now what is that score now?
So we've
King
got
Ka-ching
Richard
has a
Hudman,
video.
Daniel, and Brooklyn are tied.
So
Wow.
you have three-way tie for first.
With 2 questions left.
So
And
let's do
questions left.
this. So one of those 3 participate in the next 2 questions to break the tie.
no,
right?
because somebody could win the next 2
That's
back
right.
to back and
You-
win
you're right.
the whole
You're
thing.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know, King Ka-ching has not been here the whole time. He missed out. He's lost his championship, dude.
Yep. So, all right. So we're on to question 4. I could care less about.
Hope it's not a. Never mind. Just missed the one letter I'm thinking about. Oh, so well.
All right. I could care less about.
This crowd, man. I can just imagine what this is going to be. I can think of like 3 of them right now. Oh, no.
And then we have like silence. Everyone's kind of
We're thinking.
Richard Hudman.
okay. Biz Entertainment.
There you go. And then Pride comes in with my second one. I was like,
All right, here we go. There's
Slithering
Pride.
snakes. I'm a dirty snake. Look at me. I'm a dirty snake.
Oh, Richard Hudman, Slithering Snakes. Then we've got C. Titch with snakes, and then we have
Oh.
Richard Hudman with.
You mean AKA Barry, right?
Yep,
Richard.
slipped us a berry. And then Biz is kind of questioning that Rich Hudman, saying, "Yeah, right." And we've got
Okay.
Senior Rojo, Crypto Pride. He likes to be barefoot.
You get Teddy One Society.
Society.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Where did
Yeah.
we go? Okay, here we go. So yeah, we got Society from Teddy One. Got shoes from Crypto Pride. Sucky food from Miss Worldwide. And OBZ, is this an entry or are you apologizing for something?
I don't think he should be. He ain't done anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this
I
must
think
be an
that's
entry.
his entry.
Oh,
look
Crypto
at Pride.
Oh,
Pride.
wow.
Sock.
Okay, according to
Yep.
Plan B, socks.
Yep. But look at Crypto Pride.
Crypto Pride, he can care less about Seifu X.
Yep.
Then Richard Husband comes back in with there you go.
Socialism.
You know, Richard's just going to win by the submissions. He just puts them all in there.
Senior
Sucker
Rojo,
MCs.
sucker MCs.
That's old school, man. That's old school right there. He went way back.
Yep.
He's great.
Teddy One says Seifu X1.
Yeah, he's Teddy One's on that one. What do we get? We got Miss
Snails.
Worldwide. Did we get snails?
Someone else's bag. That's a good one, Brooklyn.
Yeah. What about Daniel? Has he got his in?
I didn't see
Let's
one
see.
from Daniel.
And I still haven't seen King Ka-ching, so I guess he might have had to drop off.
Yeah, King Ka-ching's like, man, forget this. These guys aren't paying out. But now we've got money on the line from Jeremy here.
Some people, yeah,
Some people.
that's real. But you know what? If Pride wins the Seifu X one, now it's a 4-way.
4-way tie.
Yeah.
Yep. Snots.
It looks like Seifu X, I think, is going to win, but I'm not sure. But that,
Yeah, I'm for
Harris
Seifu
is
X.
there.
We've got Shine. I'm for Seifu X.
And it is your show, so there you go, sir.
I think Seifu X
Daniel's
got it.
texting Kryptonian. He's like, "Oh, I guess our game isn't good enough for you, man." He's texting Kryptonian. Smells.
Oh, that's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So we've got a 4-way tie, guys.
yeah.
We've got C Titch with Smells.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think-
Daniel's last one. Oh, and Richard
okay.
Hudson.
Strippers.
Yep, Suckers and Space Force.
Space Force. Oh man, here we go. Slumdog Millionaire with the paragraph. Someone finding out I buried a body in a trunk while setting it on fire 100 miles away from civilization. All right, so the alphabet committee is going to come after you, man. You might want to stop that.
But that might have just taken the lead, though.
What's going on, Donald Richardson? Good to see you on. Yes, Slumdog. Yeah, that. Yeah, he's acting up. He's cutting up today.
I think Eris may stink a little bit.
Yeah, Eris is gonna,
stinky a little bit.
He's going all natural.
And he's in Florida where it's humid. That's gonna be nasty.
Ooh wee. Well, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call this one Seifu X. Crypto Pride is now in the running.
Yeah.
He's on the board. So we've got a 4-way tie. So who's in the 4-way ties? We've got Crypto Pride, Richard Hudman, Daniel Prado, and Brooklyn Hodel Vulcan, right?
Yep.
All right. So those are 4.
Yep. Let's do this one in reverse. So we're going to get our letter first. Going to get our letter first. And then I'll give you the prompt.
And this is the last one, right?
This is the last one. So we may get a winner.
Now this one should just be between the 4 then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Give him like two or 3 entries each and then call it quits.
Yep.
Thoughts during sex ed. Start with C.
But I'm sure we're going to get a big explanation from Slumdog.
It has something to do with a dead body in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this is a tiebreaker, y'all. Thoughts during sex ed. Crypto Pride, condom.
Wow. Pride comes in strong, man.
All righty, Crypto Pride. All right. Rich Hudman. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
We just went off the rails, man.
That's going to be crazy.
They let it all out.
And Brooklyn. All right, what's your entry, Brooklyn? Brooks is like, what do I do? What do I say? Daniel Prado. Calculus.
That's funny one. Did you see Pride's there?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Where's Brooklyn's at?
I didn't see Brooklyn's. Let's see. He said it's up there. Let me go back. Brooklyn, I'm gonna have to ask you put it back up.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. The last one I have for you, Brooklyn, is someone else's bag from the previous one. So if you didn't get this, if you didn't see the question,
oh, there it is.
Oh man. Oh man. Iris says
Slumdog Millionaire. He's still going.
Oh man. Slumdog, can I really do? Oh my gosh.
What was Daniel? Is he talking to somebody or is that his submission?
I think he's talking to somebody. He can't take all the answers.
Oh, car seat, I think is what he put.
Oh, he put car seat?
Yeah, he's down at the bottom.
And Rich Hudman. Oh, Donald Richardson. That's a good one.
I choked on my spit.
Oh man, that's a good one. All right. Well, I mean, Donald Richardson, I wish you were here earlier. You probably would have been in that top 4 somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm agreeing with Prado here. I think Pride takes this one.
All right.
I think Crypto Pride is our champ.
I had 3 answers. 3.
That's your winner.
I think Crypto Pride is our winner. So, Jeremy,
I just need, where am I? Not muted, am I? No. So I need Pride's BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain wallet address, and I'll send him $20.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Crypto Pride says he's a champion.
Now,
And
did Pride did he even answer the first couple? I mean, like he came in mid game and took it from him. You know, he won.
that's what Crypto Pride does.
Yeah, he didn't. I didn't even see him. Daniel's protesting.
You know, just comes out and surprises you like that. You know, just like he's doing a show, and all of a sudden you see a commercial, right? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Pride came from behind. Daniel's like, Camel Toe wins, do over.
He's a closer. Say he's a closer.
I'm gonna call him that when I see him. I'm at Crypto Pride, the closer.
Cool. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I had some fun. This was a good one tonight. Good crowd.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jeremy, for putting up the $20. So that was awesome.
Really Pride cheated. Daniel's like Pride cheated. He's gonna do a whole show on Pride tomorrow. He's like,
That's the title of his show tomorrow. Pride cheated.
Yeah, he's probably already working on
that thumbnail.
The thumbnail, right? Yeah, he's probably got the thumbnail already figured out. And Slumdog, man, I'm worried about Slumdog. Someone needs to go check on Slumdog Millionaire. Somebody needs to check on Slumdog Millionaire. And I think we need to check on Teddy One too. He said he had fun, but Slumdog and Teddy One, y'all are having too much fun. And didn't y'all have like a lazy off last week?
Yep.
I've had
enough.
I've just got Pride's wallet address. He sent it to me on Discord. I've just sent over the $20. I don't know whether I should post the confirmation here in the live stream because
that's between you and
because
Pride.
he might not like people to see all his wallet balance.
We don't need to know that. I'm sure Pride. It's all in fun.
Making poor decisions. Daniel's worried about you.
Yeah. Daniel also says that's going to be the name of the show tomorrow. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, and Slumdog said he's the lazy off champ. Yeah, him and Teddy One last week were going at each other. Who's the laziest? I think I recall one of them saying that they're so lazy that they don't go check the mail or something like that.
Yeah, they were.
It's getting close to my curfew. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. So making poor decisions. You got any last comments, last words for the night?
Make poor decisions.
You might want to spell poor when you say that. You said make poor decisions. All right.
POU.
There you go. Chris Cruz, how about you, sir?
I don't have much. I'm so I love this game. I love this time. I learned so much about wine. I am blessed and thankful that you let me come on here, and it's great seeing all you guys and the people in the comments. They're all of you people. They're crazy, man. We got a crazy community.
Yeah, we do. We really do. Crypto Terry, how about yourself?
I enjoyed myself tonight. It was nice just to be chill and hang out and have a good time, man. So I was just glad I could get on late. I'm sorry I was late, but I'm glad I got to get on. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Glad to have you here. The Texas Connection. Jeremy, again, appreciate you coming out. This has been great. And thanks for the information on the wine club site where you can join the wine club with the NFTs and things. We're definitely going to take a look at that. So thank you for sharing that. It was great.
You're most welcome, and thank you very much for having me. And my final thought is to people is don't believe everything you see on the internet. Do your own due diligence. Don't be frightened to take profits, and keep your wallet safe.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining. Thanks to all that was on Chris Cruz's stream. It's on Crypto Terry's stream. And if you haven't subscribed to these folks on the panel, please do. And appreciate your eyes and ears. Hope you got some education on wine tonight. Hope you were entertained briefly when we played our game. But until next time, Mellow Fella is out. Y'all take care.